What is up, guys? You would think that living on a half-acre lot or even a 60-foot wide lot in these beautiful homes would cost you $800,000 or even $1 million, but you are wrong. We are out here in Castroville, Texas, only 1 foot inside of Castroville, looking at these beautiful homes from Davidson Homes and CHESMAR Homes. And we're here because the sales reps called, guess who? That's right, the Alamo City Living team. They said, get out here and film our homes because we think that your audience are going to love this community. And they were right. We're gonna take a look at 4 different price points from Davidson Homes and CHESMAR Homes, starting with this one right over here in the mid-5s. And we're gonna end up at one of the most beautiful and spectacular homes I've seen right here behind me by CHESMAR, starting in the mid-7s. And you are not gonna believe all that you get in the mid-7s on half-an-acre lot. You are not gonna wanna miss this video. It's one of our longest ones, but you are absolutely gonna love it. We're gonna get into it right now. All right, guys, so the first house we're gonna take a look at today is the Garner. This is with Davidson Homes. This is a beautiful home. Now, I did mention we're gonna look at homes at a few different price points. This one is gonna start in the mid-5s. This is a 4-bed, 3.5 bath, 2,916 square feet. Beautiful home. Let's go take a look. All right, guys. This is a beautiful home. All of them that we're gonna look at today are beautiful, but I really love this. Now, Davidson Home used to be Kindred. It is now Davidson. Kindred still has a few floor plans that are out there. I believe that this is still one of them, but let's take a look at this. As soon as you walk in the house, to your right, you're gonna have an office. One of the first things that I guess jumps out to me is that you have these solid doors, these French doors, but they're not glass. I really like that, Trevor, because I feel like it helps keep sound in the room.
I think you're right, man. So I have these kind of doors in my house, and the ones that I have personally aren't that good. They don't stay shut, especially when my kids come barreling through my office.
Yeah.
But these look like they would actually do some decent jobs of staying shut. I don't know, man. These are actually really nice doors.
Really nice doors. You can see that the ceilings are really high, and I absolutely love the tile. Now, sometimes when you walk into the home, you'll see that they have the vinyl luxury planking floor. This is gonna be tile. You are gonna have a couple different floors in this home. You can see that immediately off to your first bedroom here is gonna be carpeted. Really nice bedroom. It's gonna be your average size bedroom, okay? This is gonna be about a 10 by 12 or so, and you're just gonna have your standard closet. Nothing really massive about this bedroom. It is gonna do the trick. There's gonna be a little bit of room over here, like if your bed is gonna be positioned like this one is, you have a little bit of room for a dresser or for a desk, but you're not really gonna have a ton of room for both. So you'll just have to kind of keep that in mind. If you have little kids, this would be perfect for them. Directly behind you, you're gonna have a coat closet. Nice coat closet there, average size. Now, one of the things I do want to point out, and we've seen this, Trevor, in a lot of these new homes, you have these indentions here. Yeah. One of the questions that we got on one of our recent videos is, what are those for? Well, this is what they're for. You could put paintings here, you could put different decorations there on the ledge. It just adds to the aesthetic of the home. Walking in, you know how I love entryways. This one has a nice size entryway where you could put a table there for decorations.
You know what else I see in here that's nice sized?
Boom, 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 boom.
There it is.
There it is.
This is a fireplace.
Yes, very nice fireplace, stone fireplace. And over around the fireplace, you're gonna have your master bedroom. We're gonna get to the kitchen in just a second, but first I wanna check out this master bedroom because it is great. Bay windows over here. You've got your tray ceiling with your fan, and then walking into this beautiful bathroom. As soon as you walk into the bathroom, you're gonna have 2 linen closets on each side. Actually, this is gonna be your water closet here, and then you're gonna have your linen closet off to your left, my right, and then you're gonna have his and her sinks, a lot of space with the garden tub, a big walk-in shower. Now let's see if it has, yes. So Trevor, if you can see from that end right there.
Oh, I already see it.
You are gonna be able to reach in and turn on your water without getting wet, which is amazing. And you are gonna have 2 shower heads there.
Beautiful, beautiful shower.
And then you're gonna have a very large walk-in closet, which is worth walking in right now and checking it out. Now look way up there. I don't know how you're gonna hang your clothes way up there, but you've got a ton of hanging room,
Tons.
which is pretty sweet.
Absolutely. Now, I love this bathroom, and there's not a whole lot to complain about, except one thing. Look at the size of this window in here.
This is a massive window, but what they did do is they showed you that you can put curtains up here. So you don't have to worry about, you know, your business being broadcast to your neighbors.
No, but if you really want to, you know, the option's there.
Hey, if you're, you know.
Different strokes for different folks, I guess.
I'll just leave it at that. Walking out of your master bedroom, you are gonna have this kind of like open concept here. So you're gonna have your living room right here, and then you're gonna have your dining area. What do you think about this concept here?
I really like the layout of this, and the reason why is because this has a farmhouse feel, in my opinion. However, what I've seen in a lot of farmhouses is everything is almost too open. It's like one giant room. This is one big room, but it's also, you know, this is segmented. So for instance, the dining room's over here, you have the kitchen, and this is very obviously the living room. So while it is still open, it doesn't feel like it's one giant room, if that makes sense.
Now, Davidson Homes is gonna be a semi-custom, so you are gonna have the ability to choose a lot of options and upgrades. Now, this is gonna be your quartz countertop here. This is probably gonna be standard. A lot of builders are moving to quartz. And so when you walk into a model home and you do see quartz versus granite, this is probably gonna be your standard option with that builder. This is gonna be a gas community, so you have a beautiful gas range here, and it's got, what, 5 burners on it, which is pretty decent. And again, we saw this last week in one of the other homes we looked at. You've got the drawers underneath the gas range.
That's good.
And I'm a big fan of that. Beautiful cabinets that are very tall. That probably, again, is probably gonna be an option, but it's one that I would go with because I love having the tall cabinets.
Yeah, I'll add to that too. So what kind of color would you call this?
So this is gray. This is gonna be a gray.
Grayish brown, right?
Yeah, I think they kind of call that grayish, right? Grayish, that's
Yeah,
the
we'll
term for it.
we'll go with grayish. I really like that grayish color, and you don't see many cabinets getting that. Also, the vent hood. The vent hood matches the cabinets, and I like the textured panels on there. That's really nice and really unique.
Yeah, and I'll get a shot of this, but underneath here, the vent is, I mean, this is unique. You don't see too many vents that look like this. I'll get a shot of that, but it's pretty nice. Now, you do have plenty of countertop space, but we have seen a lot more countertops. And one of the homes that we're gonna take a look at here in a few minutes with another builder, you are gonna see massive counter space. I mean, this is not even comparable to the one that we're gonna take a look at, but this will do the trick. Now, you are gonna have your built-in oven, your microwave here. You are gonna have stainless steel everything, even your dishwasher, and you're gonna have your outlet right there on the side, which I'm glad that they put that there. Continuing on, you're gonna have this threshold here, which is gonna small hallway. You're gonna have bedrooms on each side, and directly behind me is just gonna be a linen closet. So walking through here, Trevor, off to my right is gonna be the first bedroom, and I believe this might be a Jack and Jill bedroom. So,
let's take a look.
Or bathroom. So when you walk in here, this bedroom is gonna be larger than the first bedroom that we took a look at. You're gonna have a lot more space for your dresser. You may even have space for a small desk, and then you're gonna have a small little walk-in closet. And again, yes, this is Jack and Jill. So you're gonna have your sink here, which is gonna be in your bedroom, and then you're gonna walk through separated by a door. You're gonna have your toilet, bath, or shower tub combo, another linen closet. They've done well with all the closets in here. And then of course, it's gonna be identical coming through on the other side. Bedroom is gonna be about identical size as the first one. And there you are. So you've got your 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms that we just took a look at. And then as we move further through the kitchen, if you look straight ahead, that is gonna be what would be your garage. But as you walk into the kitchen, you're gonna have a large pantry off to your left. Now, here's the hidden gem of this house. To your right, you're gonna have this amazing game room. This is what takes the place of a loft if you were in a 2-story home. I really like this. It's a good size.
Oh yeah.
Plenty of space to hang out, you know, just entertain your guests, have your kids hang out, place to just kind of be loud. There's no door here. I think that I would like maybe to have a door, but I don't know.
You know, the room seems like it does a pretty good job of keeping things quiet, but an added door might be an extra feature.
Might work, right?
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have your laundry room here with a built-in table.
How's counter space in
Counter.
here?
The counter is big enough to fold clothes on. You know, not the biggest laundry room. We've seen some bigger ones, but this is definitely your standard size. And then of course you're gonna have your drop zone here. Now this one has just the built-in bench. It doesn't have the coat rack and everything on here. That might be something that you could get as an upgrade. You know, we'd have to check with the builder for you, but it does have a bench here, which is nice. And then again, oh, I thought this was a closet.
Gotcha.
This is gonna be a half bath.
Gotcha.
So man, they really well with the space. What do you think about this home?
I like it, man. I think this is an incredible home, man. I think that they put a lot into the details of it. I think this is a home that a lot of families are gonna find very comfortable to live in. Everyone has their own space. Details are super nice. You know, it has that farmhouse kind of feel, but without being too much of a farmhouse.
I like the separation that you have. You've got the master on one side of the house. You've got bedrooms on the other. You've got your front room, your office upstairs. Now, I would not be doing this home justice if I didn't point out the back patio. We have to go out here and check this out.
Let's do it.
Because this really is a massive back patio. Fully covered. I love the wood accent on the ceiling up there. And you've got just plenty of space to entertain your guests.
This is beautiful.
Now, we did mention this neighborhood is gonna have two different sides of the neighborhood, okay? You're gonna have one side that you're gonna be on half-acre lots, and then the other part of the neighborhood are gonna be on 60-foot wide lots, which are still pretty decent size. So, I mean, if you build this on a half-acre lot with a massive back patio like this, just looking out over your half-acre, man, I mean,
solid.
Super nice. All right, guys, that is house number 1. Let's go check out the second Davidson home. I think you're absolutely gonna love it. All right, guys, that was house number 1. Beautiful home, but we've got 3 more and they just progressively get better. Let's go check out number 2.
So if you like that first house that we showed you, then boy, do I have a treat for you. This is the Brody by CHESMAR. This house is about 2,800 square feet, 4-bed, 3.5 bath with a 3-car garage starting at $569,000. And I cannot wait to take a look at the inside. Let's go. You know, it's something about CHESMAR Homes that I just absolutely love. I really feel like they put a lot of detail into just about everything they do, no matter the home price point. I've seen some CHESMAR homes that are in the 300s, and I've seen some all the way up to the 700s. In every home, I'm always super pleased with. So let's get started on this one. When you come in immediately off to your left, you're gonna have your first bedroom over here. Now, this is gonna be a standard size bedroom. There's nothing too crazy about it, but again, it's bigger than some of these other ones that we've seen, especially for being a guest bedroom. Good closet with double doors in there, so you're gonna be able to fit a lot of your stuff. And then you're also going to have your other bathroom, your first bathroom over here. Now, this is gonna be the full bathroom. This is not a half bathroom. This does have a shower in there as well.
Now, real quick behind you, check out that skinny closet. Open that up. How big is that linen closet?
I didn't even see this.
It's very small, very tall.
Just
but it's got a lot, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves?
I mean, if you can reach up there, great. You know,
not
fantastic.
bad, man.
Dude, that's super cool.
Now, you can't really get started in this house, Trev, until you look up. I mean, very nice ceiling there. That wood accent, pretty dope.
It matches the wall.
Matches the wall right here.
Dude,
very nice.
I love that. And I don't want to say I've never seen that. I've seen this in very, very high-end homes, not near this price point. So one thing that CHESMAR is really good about is the extras that you pay for the home. So for instance, things like this or the bay windows, whatever, they don't cost very much for the upgrades relative to other builders. A lot of the times they are more reasonable that we've seen, because we've seen some builders where it's like $30,000 for a small upgrade. So that's where CHESMAR really shines. So off to your right-hand side over here, you're going to have the office. Now, the office is not too big, not too small, but it is gonna have those 3 windows up top to let in some natural light, and it already comes with a ceiling fan, so you already know I'm a big fan of that.
Now, I think this office is a good size. I mean, for somebody who just not necessarily works from home all the time, but needs a space to just get things done. I mean, somebody like myself, I do work from home. I still think that this would be a pretty decent size. Now, if you and your spouse both work from home, I think that office might be a little bit too small. You're definitely not gonna be able to share.
Yeah, I think you're 100% right on that. I think you're right. Now, when you come over here, this is going to be the garage, right? Now, we mentioned earlier, this is a 3-car garage, and it does have additional tucked-in storage space, actually, that's under these stairs. So you have extra room if you have a garage fridge or if you have a tool set or whatever. You can put it in there without actually impeding on the space of the 3-car garage. Standard laundry room over here, very tall for a laundry room, but still standard. My only complaint about that is that there aren't any counter spaces.
You are gonna have that drop zone as soon as you come out of the laundry room or out of the garage or out of the laundry room, which is
You love drop zones.
The first house that we owned had one, and I absolutely loved it. House that we're in right now does not have one, and I miss it because I've got 4 kids. We've got a lot of shoes, and right now we've got shoes all over the place. So yes, I would love to have a place where
That's
we
fair.
can put all of our shoes.
Now, before I get too far into this house, I know there's some stairs up there that we just kind of bypassed. We're gonna save that part for last, okay? Because that's one of the cooler things about this home. So we are gonna address a few other things. Now, you'll see this wing over here and you might think, oh man, maybe this is a bedroom or this might be a, you know, a game room or something. This is so much cooler than that. Probably the coolest feature of this home. Come in and take a look.
Think casita. Those of you who are always calling us because they want a
You know who you are.
You know who you are. Think casita built into the house.
Check this out, come inside. Bathroom on your right-hand side. Living area directly in front of you, and hold on, full bedroom in here. I mean,
and multiple places for storage. You've got a walk-in closet, you've got a linen closet, and then inside of the living room, you've got a closet over there. Now, can you take a look at that closet and see if there's space to the right that goes underneath the stairs? Because that would just be amazing.
There's a little bit of space. There's about 1.5 feet that goes this way. So it's bigger than the door, but not huge. Have you ever seen this in a home before?
I have not. You know, I'm a huge fan of this. We get calls from people all the time who are wanting a casita. A lot of you are moving from California. I don't know what it is. I don't know if casitas are a big deal out in California, but we get a lot of calls from people who want a casita, and they can be difficult to find. When it comes to building an ADU or accessory dwelling unit here in San Antonio, it could take some permitting, some permission. A lot of times HOAs won't allow that sort of thing. HOAs are big here in Texas. And so being able to buy a home that has literal mother-in-law suite inside of it, I think is pretty dope. So
this is hard to beat, man. I've never seen this come standard in a home that you can get from the builder. This is incredible. So
got those doors to close it off. You know, we've seen, you know, we've had some clients that are looking in that $1 million range. And when we're looking up there in that $1 million plus range, those homes are huge. They have massive wings to the house. Yes. We recently just sold a home that has a big mother-in-law suite on the inside like that. But I mean, the mid fives, are you kidding me? That's pretty awesome.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Kudos to CHESMAR, man. I am a big fan of this living room. I love all this natural light. I love those high windows, high ceilings. And again, common trend here, look up.
Yeah.
Some beams.
Yep, wood beams and very, very tall ceilings, which I'm a huge fan of.
Yeah, man, I really like this, and I love the layout of this kitchen too. Now, as you mentioned in that first home before, this is going to be a gas community, right? Now, this is not going to be a cooktop. This is going to be just a standard stove, basically. But there typically is options that you can put in a cooktop if that's what you really want. Now, great countertop. Again, this is gonna be quartz, as we've seen kind of a common trend lately with a lot of these builders. And then moving on to the dining room. Now, this dining room is great. I think this is almost perfectly positioned within the house because you can still talk to the people in the kitchen, and the people in the kitchen can still talk to the people over here in the living room. And it's just one big conversation, but it doesn't feel like you're all in one giant room. I love that, really appreciate it.
And if you have a larger family, you have 5 or 6 people in your family, you do have space for a pretty decent sized table with chairs, and you don't feel very cramped. No. Now, you aren't gonna have a formal dining. This home does not have that. We do see that, but that's gonna be it. But I think that it does the trick, man. How big is that pantry over there?
Let's go take a look. That's a good question. One thing I did also notice is that I feel like this floor plan has a little bit more counter space than the first one.
It does. I would say that this is like your standard counter space in a home, whether it be at this price point, even if you're looking in that like $300,000, $350,000 range. Yeah. This is kind of what
this is pretty average.
Pretty average,
for sure. Now, this is a decent sized pantry. It does go both ways a little bit. Now, it may look a little bit slim. You can't really walk inside, but you can go in both directions. Yep. Which is great. So now let's go check out this bedroom.
I am going to point out these beautiful windows here that look out to your backyard. You are going to have that covered back patio out there. It's not going to be massive, but it is going to be covered. So if you have a grill and things like that, you are going to be able to put it out there, kind of keep it out of the elements. I think it's pretty nice.
Oh yeah, very nice. And I like how tall the ceiling is on it as well. Now, speaking of tall ceilings, tray ceilings in the master bedroom are always a good sign of a nice house, right? I think this bedroom is really good size. It's not too big, not too small. But if you do want to stick a chair over here, if you want to do some reading, or if you're working on your laptop late at night, this is an awesome space to do that too.
You and I have kind of different views on large primary bedrooms. I know you're not a big fan of massive primary bedrooms. I think that this one is a good medium. You know that I like to be able to have a little space to kind of maybe do work while the wifey's in bed, or even, you know, we've talked about putting like a salt runner in here or something, you know, where you could get a little workout.
I think that would be cool. I like to, if I can put it in another area of the house, I will.
Yeah.
I'm just not a huge giant bedroom guy, because maybe I'm not creative. Maybe that's what it is, and I can't figure out stuff to put in the space. So you're gonna have these double vanities over here, his and her sink. Obviously, you have the little hideaway thing where you can store a bench or anything like that. And now, if you look off to your left there, Johnny, there's a pretty deep walk-in closet.
Very. You got built-ins in here as well, which is also very nice.
Yep. And right next to that closet, you do have a linen closet, so it's not like one of those things where it's a trade-off. You do get to have both. Speaking of trade-offs, you do get this nice shower, but look where the handle is.
The handle's right underneath the shower head, so you're gonna have to get wet when you walk in there. You guys are gonna hear me say this a lot because I don't like it.
No, it's a problem. It's a problem. You've set my standard, and I think you've ruined me, to be honest with you now. So overall, I think that this house is really, really nice. I think that this is something that a lot of people are looking for. It's got the farmhouse vibes without having the exact farmhouse floor plan of just being almost like a barn dominium, one big old room. This house hits a lot of the right notes for me, right? There's one thing that we haven't shown you yet, and we will show you in just a second, but I do want to talk about this while we're here. It just feels so open, man. It just feels like such a good open space, very welcoming, very warm and cozy.
I'm not a big open concept guy unless it has other areas of separation like this one does. As long as I've got a place to, you know, people have places to retreat, I'm good with that. I feel like the master down over here is off the living room. A little bit further away from the kitchen. I think that that's not bad. The bedrooms are kind of off to the side. The mother-in-law suite over there is just legit.
Yes.
So I really like that. And if you don't think that this house is for kids, it is.
Stand by. Come up here with me.
They've got their own space as well. What do we see?
Well, come take a look. Oh, Johnny and Trevor, but we don't have anywhere to play with the kids. We don't have anywhere for them to go, to send them. Wrong. Yes, you do. This is their space. And let me tell you something. I'm talking to you, right? I'm talking to the camera. I'm talking to you, Johnny, in this room. And I gotta tell you, this soaks up sound so good.
It really does. Legit carpet. So the first bedroom down there was, you know, the carpet wasn't the best. It's a model home, so we can. It
is what it is, yeah.
Yeah, we can look past that. But
this carpet.
This carpet is their upgraded carpet for sure. It feels very good, and it is definitely dampening the sound.
And let me add, it is not directly above the living room, so you're not gonna hear them running around doing whatever it is they do.
It's above the mother-in-law suite, which is where you want all that sound to be, because you don't want somebody standing there too long.
Hey, get her on out, man. Just send the kids up here, play a little bit, and you can get her out. Now, you are gonna have a linen closet, and then you are gonna have direct access to the attic, which is actually good. I don't like those things that you have to pull down from the ceiling, climb up those rickety stairs. Makes me nervous. This one, there's actually plenty of room for you to walk, almost standing straight up. So that's a really, really good feature. And then, top things off, you are also going to have a bathroom so they don't have to come down whenever they're playing. Again, man, Chesmar thinks of everything. I'm a big fan of this house, man. So we're going to wrap this up. Let's go take a look at house number 3. It's gonna be another Davidson home, and then let's go see what they have to offer, man. I'm excited to see their elevated model. So we showed you some super nice houses to begin with. Homes 1 and home number 2 were spectacular, but now we're gonna take things up just a little bit. First thing, if you can't tell, you see how long I've been walking? Yeah, this is the driveway for the whole house, right? This is incredible. I don't know, how many cars do you think we could fit in this?
A lot.
Dude. So many. So I can't wait. This home is gonna be the summer Glen. Now, this home is gonna be about 3,500 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3.5 bathrooms, and it is a step up from the other 2, if you can believe it. So we're gonna head inside, take a look, and I can't wait to see. Davidson Homes, you continue to impress me. First of all, dude, look at these doors.
Beautiful doors.
They're huge.
Yeah.
This eliminates the problem when you move furniture into the house. This eliminates that problem of having to pivot, right? So first thing when you come in, is this tile? This looks like luxury vinyl planks to me.
It is, yeah, because you can see the seams there.
Some of this stuff is getting so good you can't even tell the difference anymore. Either way, beautiful flooring when you walk in, accenting with the white walls. It's got that really just charming feel to it. As soon as you walk in, off to your left-hand side, you're going to have this office. Now, it's a standard size office with a tray ceiling, so it looks very nice, about the same size as the first home that we took a look at, the other one from Davidson Homes. Now, we're already right next to it, so I'm just gonna address it. This formal dining room. Now, this isn't a typical place that I've seen too many formal dining rooms, and I've never seen them in this layout, really. You know, 2024, we're getting into, you know, a lot of rectangular tables, right? You never see round tables in dining rooms anymore, and I like that.
You know, in this room fits it perfectly because the room is kind of circular in itself. So having that circular table right underneath that light, I think is absolutely perfect.
In a world where formal dining rooms are leaving and becoming obsolete, if you're going to have one, this is the one to have.
Absolutely.
Let's come and take a look at some of these other things. I had to address this though because, well, look at it. So off to your right when you come in, you're gonna have 2 bedrooms about the same size. So when you come in, they're gonna have carpet. Now, I'll be honest with you, the carpet's okay. The carpet is not super plush or luxury or anything like that, but what I will say is that you can always rip up carpet and put down whatever the heck you want.
Yeah, and you know, oftentimes too, carpet's gonna come, you're gonna have different options for carpet.
Yep.
This is not gonna be, I don't believe their highest one, but you know, you could change that out.
No.
Now, is that a Jack and Jill again behind you?
Again, so that first house that we looked at, that other Davidson home,
Yep.
has a Jack and Jill just like this. And yes, almost identical. So you're gonna have your sink in here, really nice tile, your bathroom, your toilet, which is not really a water closet, just kind of across from the bathroom, and then your other one with another identical bedroom.
Now, real quick, I wanna ask those of you who are watching this, what do you think about Jack and Jill bathrooms? The jury's out for me on Jack and Jill's.
Really?
I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of them yet.
I like them, but I would think that I would like them more if they had extra doors.
Yeah.
I think it's like having a sink in your bedroom with nothing else.
Yeah, man, the jury's still out for me. I'd like to know what everybody else thinks. Leave a comment down below.
You know what? I think that's a fair assessment. Real quick, let's head over this way and take a look. Oh, I'm sorry. I missed a room.
You missed
Dude, this
a room.
house is huge, man.
And again, what I'm loving about this house already is the separation.
Yes.
You can already see, it feels like there's different wings of the home, and I absolutely love that.
Well, let's go to the east wing, shall we?
Let's go to the east wing.
So, another bedroom. Now, this one's gonna be more of a suite. You have the bathroom that's located in this bedroom. Now, this is gonna be a nice bathroom. While it's not super huge, this whole thing is a shower. It's got a bench in there, so this is an excellent place if your mother-in-law is staying here with you and you need a place to put her. This one is legit. Decent sized closet, has some good built-ins as well.
When you first walk in this bedroom, it almost feels like a primary bedroom.
It does.
It's very large. You've got the bathroom in there, and you've got a walk-in closet, but this is really a mother-in-law suite. I love that.
Significantly bigger than the other homes. Now, if I didn't mention that already, this home is going to start in the high 600,000s range. Now, this home is going to be in their elevated series, so you are going to expect this to be built on at least a half-acre lot, depending on where it is in the community. But with that price tag, with the lot space, with the location, hard to beat.
Now, I want to point this out to you, Trevor, to your right, the ceiling. We had this talk the other day.
Yeah.
You've got the wood beams up here, and I don't know, a lot of people are kind of starting to comment on wood beams. Some people say that it's old school, that it's like an 80s, 70s style type thing, that it's going out of style. But I feel like we're starting to see some of these luxury homes have a lot of these wood beam accents.
Here's what I think. I talked to a guy the other day. He said wood beams are very 2016 according to a lot of stagers. I don't listen to those kind of people because I love wood beams. I think they look great. They accent the floor, they accent the rest of the home and really set the tone. If you come at me talking about wood beams are trash, then you and I you're on my fight on site list, basically. So I do want to point something else out in this house. Now, we came from that crazy cool dining room in there, but there is another space for another dining room table. Now, I haven't seen this in any other home yet. I haven't seen two, because this is obviously a dedicated dining space.
Right.
I don't know what else this could possibly be.
You know, man, tons of space. I mean, obviously that one over there is going to be considered more of a formal dining, while this one is going to be more of that breakfast area.
Yep.
And then, you know, directly behind you, you've got the massive island,
Yep.
which can also be used for pretty much anything.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see, like, obviously people are tucking their chairs under this bar, which is what it's used for. So
Yeah.
you have 1, 2, 3 places to actually have your chairs for your dining room.
Now, I think that that's important to note, because if you look at the kitchen there, over here where the stove is, there's not a lot of counter space.
No.
You know, and even over here where the oven is, not a lot of counter space. I really think that they made up for it with this massive island. I think that was good.
I think so too. The island's huge. I mean, this is twice as big as a lot of them that we see in some lower grade builders, but nice nonetheless. Now, you are gonna have a really nice walk-in pantry here, so you're gonna have plenty of room to fit all of your stuff. And I do want to also point out that this island that they have cabinets on the side. So whenever you need to put stuff in it, yeah, super legit.
That.
All right, let's go take a look at this. Now, as you come over here, You are gonna have another water closet right here, so you're gonna have an extra bathroom. You're gonna have this access to the outdoor patio right here, and also in that living room with those big sliding doors that we're gonna
talk about that. We're gonna talk about this covered patio in just a second because it's pretty nice.
Now come into the theater room, as I would like to call it. Super cool location for it. Now, a lot of the time, I expect this to be a bedroom. You know, I've noticed a lot of these newer homes, they put they put the bedroom right off of the kitchen. Now that's all great and all, you know, because, you know, easy access. However, it can get loud. The kitchen is where the heart of the home is. So that being said, I think this was a great choice to put the home theater. I haven't seen it put in the back of the house.
Well, not only did they put the home theater here on this side away from everything, but again, they've got the doors. Remember the last one we just looked at didn't have doors.
Correct.
And I thought, you know what? I think it would be a little bit better if you could kind of close that off, and they did it. Good look on their part there.
Absolutely. So let's go take a look at the rest of the home.
So now we are...
Can't ignore this though. Can't ignore this.
Nope. You've got the stone fireplace. Really nice. Of course, this is going to be gas. Now this is going to have... Does not look like this is going to be with the remote. So you're actually going to have the metal screen here. Let me see if I can show you that. You're going to have the metal screen where you can open it up. And a lot of times when you have it glass, you've got the remote where you have to turn on the gas. So this one, you're actually going to have to turn it on. The handle.
A little old school, but I kind of like that.
Yep.
So now if you look off to your right-hand side over here, you're going to have the, I guess, not quite a mud room because this isn't, well, I guess it's a mud room, right?
It's like your drop zone, right?
Well, when you consider the garage is right here, which by the way, this is a 2-car garage on this side. You can come in, drop your stuff off. I think that's pretty good. Now this is going to be your laundry room. Obviously you have a little bit more counter space than that first one, but you're going to find your second garage in here, AKA the gym, which is what I would use it for.
So that's going to be the single car garage, and then this one's going to be the 2-car garage. Man, that's nice.
Plenty of space.
And away from everything, all the noise, all your guests, a complete separate wing of the home is going to be your primary.
When you first walk in, you're going to see this big closet over here to begin with, right? So this is legit already in and of itself.
Yeah.
Big closet. But when you actually step into the room, it just becomes something entirely different. Now, plenty of space in this bedroom, right? I mean, if you look at the space that you're passing by right now, they have a chair where you're at, and then they also have just, I mean, it's hard to decide exactly what they're going to be putting in here just because of the amount of space that they have, but overall, beautiful, tons of natural light, plus those tray ceilings with that ceiling fan, super nice. But I gotta be honest with you, this is gonna be my favorite part of the house. Let's go take a look.
I already like it. Just when you walk through here, you know, you've got a place where you can put decorations. This is high level. I love that.
So you remember that first closet that you took a look at whenever you came in here?
Yeah.
Come this way.
Oh, very nice. So closet number 2, clearly my wife's closet right there. And again, just like the last house that we looked at, you're gonna have the really high rack up there. So you could, I don't know how you're gonna get up there.
I don't know what you're gonna hang up there, but
I mean, it's really high.
Absolutely. So you're gonna have your water closet here with the bathroom, toilet, all that good stuff. And then when you actually step in here, I like to call this the men's warehouse bathroom. And if you have ever been to men's warehouse, you'll know exactly why. Just come in here and take a look. Check out the mirrors. You got your 3-way mirrors. They're built into the house. Super nice. Love it. I've never seen this built in before.
Yeah, really cool.
Other than men's warehouse.
Now this bathroom is going to be noticeably bigger than the last one that we took a look at. You're still going to have the his and her sink on each side, you know, of the bathroom, but you're going to have a lot more space when you're walking in.
Yes.
I mean, look, you've got just a big old chair there for, you know, the makeup counter. You're still going to have your garden tub, and they did it again. They did it again.
Not only did they do it again, but they put this here, added the shower head, added the other one, and then they also added, and you probably can't see them from where you're at, but they added a bench here, and then 2 little indentions in here to where you can put your soap. So you don't even have to worry about sticking them on the bench or anything. Dude,
plenty of space.
I can't say enough good things about this bathroom. Nice. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
So they've done a really good job with this house. I think, of course, you've got the tray ceilings here, a lot of windows in the bedroom. And
you know what? Look at that view.
Beautiful view.
Look at that view, man.
And you did mention that this home would only be able to be built on their half-acre lots.
Minimum. Now there's a couple, excuse me. There's a couple lots in this neighborhood that do near that 1 acre mark, but
that's not standard for them. That was just a couple of their oversized lots that they have left.
Exactly.
Those are still actually for sale right now.
There are.
But this home in general is going to be built on their half-acre lots only.
Still plenty of space.
Yes.
Plenty of space.
All right, so what do you think about this home?
What don't I think about this home?
Who is this home for?
This home is definitely not a starter home. I'll tell you that much.
No.
This home is going to be someone who is looking for their forever home. Now, with the amount of lot space, the amount of detail they put in, and obviously this is coming at a little bit heftier of a price point, but with good reason. You saw all these details that they put into this, all the fine little things that other builders typically don't pay attention to. This is a home that you buy and you stay in forever. With that amount of space, the outdoors, the indoors, just everything that you you could possibly need, this is gonna be one of those homes that has that.
Now guys, I know that this was a lot. We've looked at 3 homes already, but stick with this. We've got one more house to look at, and it is one that you are not gonna wanna miss. Let's go take a look at it right now. All right guys, we saved the best for last, and I am not joking. This is a beautiful home. Now, a house this size with all these features in, say, Bernie, for instance, we're up there a lot, is gonna cost you easily $900, $1 million plus. This one right here, 3,800 square feet, CHESMAR home. This is gonna start you at $720. And with all the options and upgrades, which you don't need very many, it's gonna bring you up to the mid 8s. Let's go inside and take a look. Before we do, let me just point out that this is a 4-car garage home. Trevor, talk about that for a minute,
Dude,
man.
I don't know if I can talk without getting excited or crying, man. Look at that, 1, 2, 3, and that's the gym right there, baby. I haven't seen a semi-custom home from a builder from the gate with a 4-car garage like this, man.
4-car garage. Now, we sold a home that was this size just recently up in Bernie, and that one was just north of $1 million, and starting at $1 million. So this one's starting at 720 here in Castroville. The location that it is immaculate. Let's go inside and take a look. When you talk about a farmhouse style home, this one really is gonna fit the bill. On the outside, you saw that it's gonna be that stone stucco combination. When you first walk in, the difference between, I think, your traditional farmhouse style is you're really gonna have a nice entryway, and then off of the entryway, you're gonna have this beautiful office. Again, you're gonna have these double doors, super, super nice. And then directly behind you, Trevor, you are gonna have your second floor. Tons of stairs though, man. Your legs are gonna get tired walking up those stairs. We're gonna head up there in just a second. Walking inside, this is where you get your farmhouse look right here. I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous. Off to your left, you're gonna see where you can put your TV there right above your fireplace. You're gonna have super tall ceilings. You're gonna have, of course, your wood beam that runs the length of the ceiling. And directly behind you, Trevor, you're gonna have a ton of glass to look out doors.
Dude, look at that. And there's a fireplace out there. I'm not even gonna touch it yet. I'm not even gonna go there.
We're not gonna go there just yet because that is its own feature. We're gonna talk about that in just a second.
So we're not gonna go there yet, but I do wanna ask you a question.
Yeah.
So obviously we talked about the fireplaces in the other houses and they were beautiful. This is a big fireplace, right? But this is one of those electric ones and it's got kind of a small window. What do you think about that?
So I don't really like them. I do like more traditional fireplace where, you know, you can open up the screen. I would even prefer actual wood burning fireplace, man. I think, you know, one of the things I love about fireplaces is the smell of wood burning. So although this is very pretty and you can tell that it's very modern, I would prefer something a little bit more traditional.
Reminds you of Christmas.
Reminds me of Christmas. Now, we are gonna check out this side of the house here in just a second, but first, we've gotta just touch on the kitchen because that is like the heart of the home. Now, you can just see, look how open this kitchen is. It is massive. On both sides of the kitchen, you have a ton of counter space. One side, you're gonna have your gas range, your vent hood, tons of cabinets up here, lots of counter space, cabinets below. You're gonna have your pull-out drawers underneath your gas range. You're gonna have your oven, more drawers.
Really quickly, I like how high this oven is, especially if you have kids. You know, a lot of times you see the wall-mounted ovens, but they're kind of low.
A lot of times they're right here, where this one you're here, and you can just pull things in and put things in right from there. You're right. I do like that. You're gonna have a massive pantry, good sized pantry. Now, just kind of pan to your right, Trevor, because this is the opposite side of the kitchen. And it is just as big as the first side. Now, you are gonna have your microwave on the opposite side. So that is a little bit, I think, annoying there. So you've got your oven and then you've got your microwave. So you're walking kind of back and forth. I would have preferred to have the microwave on the same side as the oven, but you are gonna have your refrigerator over here as well. And this is really what I wanna point to. I don't know if you can get a good shot of that, but you are gonna have 2 massive islands.
I love it.
One with your kitchen sink, the other is just straight up island space with cabinets all around it. You've got 4 chairs over here. You could put chairs. Oh, you do. You have stools on this side underneath as well. This is legit right here, man.
Now, I absolutely love the double islands. My wife does it. I think she saw them on the photos and was like, I don't know how that looks. I don't know how I feel about it. But rest assured, I guarantee you, if I bring her here in person and you actually see how this looks, man, the photos don't do it justice. It is so beautiful.
I think that if you are a family that's not very large, you're a little bit not very social, you don't have a lot of people over all the time, then this might be overkill for you. But if you're a larger family, you like to socialize, you like to have people over, I think that you can't go wrong with this. Especially think about your holidays when you can just use this island to spread all your food out. You know, people can come over.
You got an island to sit at, an island to clean dishes at, a place to cook at. I mean, you have a space for everything.
Right over here, this beautiful dining room. Of course, you're gonna have a lot of space in here for your table, big windows to look outside. This particular home is going to have to be built on the half-acre lots. You are not gonna be able to build this size home on the 60-foot wide lot. So back this way, you have your wing of the home, which is really nice. You are gonna have a mother-in-law suite over here. This is gonna be a bedroom with a bathroom. It is gonna be a shower tub combo, single vanity, good size in there. And then as you move out here and you continue on, straight down the hallway behind me, you're gonna have your garage. So off to your right, Trevor, this is really nice because this is another bedroom. They're kind of using it as an office. You are gonna have a bathroom over here, shower tub combo, closet space, walk-in closet, not super big, but looks pretty good. And then as you walk out, you are gonna have your laundry room, and then you're gonna have your space to drop all your stuff off at. And this is a wide area right here. You've got 4 coat hooks here, and then you've got a built-in bench and some cubbies there for shoes and everything like that. And then your laundry room, yeah, decent sized laundry room with your counter, your big washer and dryer.
I love that.
Here. So
it looks like you also have room in here for like a fridge, for instance, if you put that here, you know, or you can put that fridge like right where you're standing actually.
Well, you wouldn't be able to do a fridge because in order to put a fridge, you would have to have the hookup for the water and stuff.
That's a good point.
So yeah.
Well, not a garage fridge.
That's true. That's true.
Or a freezer maybe.
And you might even be able to get that plumbed in there too.
That's
so
true.
I don't know, you know, depending on what's on the other side, inside the garage, you might be able to get this plumbed to be able to put a refrigerator in here. So decent sized laundry room. Let's head to the other side of the house and take a look at that.
The east wing.
Over here, this is going to be another bedroom, and this is the primary bedroom. Now, this is a massive bedroom, much bigger than the last house that we looked at. Behind you, you are gonna have French doors that lead to your back patio. Now, Trevor, we did talk about this, having the primary bedroom off of the kitchen, which is this one here. How do you feel about that? Not only is it off the kitchen, but it's also off the living room. I don't know, what do you think about that?
I don't know, man. I'd have to actually see how the sound comes out. I think my biggest concern would be the sound, but also the kitchen extends back this way quite a bit. So I know a lot of, you know, between those 2 super big islands where people are gonna be sitting at, I don't know how much noise you're actually gonna get, because if you can see that bathroom right there, a lot of that is gonna be alongside of that bathroom. So as long as you're not hanging out in the bathroom, in the closet all the time, then that might be something that it might not be an issue.
For me, it's just one of those things where when I come out of my bedroom, I don't want to walk right into where everybody is at. So, you know, I think I would prefer a primary bedroom that was kind of like off of a different section of the home where I had a little bit more separation and privacy.
Yeah.
So, but you know, it is what it is. This bathroom, this is gonna be a decent sized bathroom, not super huge. You are gonna have, you know, your his and her sink. You're gonna have your walk-in shower. It is gonna have the knob on the end so you can turn on the water.
Love it.
Before. You're gonna have a couple of linen closets here, or your water closet here, linen closet, and then you're gonna have your big walk-in closet there.
Dude, I really like that tile, man. I love that hexagonal tile. I think that looks really, really good.
They did a good job. Now, there is one more side of the house that we're gonna go take a look at, and then we're gonna go out on the back patio and take a look at how grand that is. Now, over here is gonna be entrance to your single car garage, okay? This is what I would use as a gym. Now, of course, you could park your vehicle in here, but man, with a 4-car garage, one of those is gonna be a gym for sure.
For sure.
This is gonna be your mother-in-law suite. So decent sized bedroom is gonna be a little bit larger than your average bedroom. Not quite primary bedroom size, but plenty of space for a guest. You are gonna have a walk-in closet. You are gonna have a shower. It is not gonna be a tub combination. It's just gonna be the shower and a single vanity. Really, really nice. And I love the decorations that they did in this bedroom. I love model homes. They just add, you know, pretty much everything.
Dude, I wish I could
walls.
decorate my house as good as these people do, man, but I'm just not that cool.
Let's head upstairs and take a look at what that looks like. Now, this home is 3,800 square feet, and it feels like it as you're walking through it.
This is a
when
big
you
house.
first walk in, you don't really sense it, but as you start walking around corners and going into the different rooms, it feels pretty big.
It's a very big home. Love it.
Now, as you get to the top of the stairs, you are just gonna have your massive loft up here. A lot of windows to let in natural light. You can use this room for pretty much anything you want to do. If you have guests, I mean, this is a great entertaining space. If you have small kids, you could turn this into their game room. Of course, over here as well, you are going to have an additional space for a media room. And as you walk into this room, you are going to have a closet for games. You're going to have a place to just put a sectional couch, mount the TV on the wall, and a place to just close up the doors. Looks really good.
This house it doesn't lack.
It's got a lot of stuff in here, and you have a bathroom, a half bath, you know, so you don't have to run up and down the stairs. This is gonna be access to your attic, and there is plenty of space to store stuff in here. It is gonna have decking on the floor so you can put boxes, your Christmas stuff in there, lots of stuff like that. Now, take a look over the railing over here, Trevor. I love this indention here where they have this painting. I mean, they could have just made this a solid wall, but they did a really good job of making this where you could put a—
And the painting, it's a nice painting too, man. I'm sure it would be an expensive painting to put up there, but beautiful. Beautiful nonetheless.
All right, so we're gonna save the back patio for last. And I love this touch right here. If I can open this door, you can push this all the way open. Now remember a couple of weeks ago, we checked out a house that had this, where you can open this up, and we talked about this, having guests over. This home, I feel like is built for guests.
Yes.
It is definitely built for socialization, and this adds to that in a big way, especially on a beautiful Texas day like today, where it is 73 degrees outside. Oh my goodness.
Stunning.
Opening this up, you got a huge space to entertain. You could get your Traeger or your Pit Boss over here, right? Smoke some meat.
Dude,
watch the game. You've got a fireplace over here.
I'm a big fan of outdoor fireplaces, man. I think they really add to the ambiance of everything.
And then just imagine looking out there on your half-acre lot, and it's just you and your stuff. If you are into gardening, if you're into chickens, if you're into all that sort of thing, this is a perfect home for that. What do you think, Trev?
This, dare I say, might be one of my favorite homes that we've looked at, maybe ever.
This is a great home and a great community, man. I absolutely love it.
Let me ask you this. Who is this home for?
So this home is definitely a move-up home. So for those who are wanting some space, for those who are wanting, again, to entertain guests, you have a large family, maybe you have a family member who needs a little bit of their own space as well, but they're not quite ready to live on their own, I think that this house is gonna be perfect for them. Woo! Those were a lot of houses, man. Beautiful homes. I hope that you guys were able to really see how beautiful these homes were. Just the craftsmanship of Davidson Homes and CHESMAR, I believe, are at another level, especially when you're talking about a semi-custom builder. I mean, this is a track neighborhood, but it feels custom to me.
Yeah, man, 100%. I think that these are some of, I said it before, man, but I think that these are some of the nicest homes, semi-custom homes that we have ever shown on our channel at all, and some of the nicest that I've personally ever toured. So I have nothing but good things to say about CHESMAR, nothing but positive things to say about Davidson Homes. This is an all-around win for me. This is one of the nicest neighborhoods that we have toured on the far west side of San Antonio.
Guys, if you are interested in this community, make sure you give us a call. We do speak with these builders all the time. We do understand what incentives they're running, inventory that they have at the time. So we would love to pass that information on to you. Our information is popping up on the screen. We do also post videos every single week. You do not want to miss them. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button.
And guys, if you and your family or a friend or a brother or whoever you can think of is moving here to the San Antonio area, don't hesitate to reach out to us. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send a smoke signal. I don't care. Get a hold of us. We would love to help you and your family make that smooth move. And if you haven't checked it out yet, make sure you check out our website, www.alamocitylivingteam.com, if you haven't done it already. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.